Hello guys and welcome to this video. I have a really exciting announcement. I can now custom engrave Arabic dials. Check out the engraving happening in the video on the left. Now that is done with a XTOOL F1 laser engraving machine, which I'm fortunate enough to add to my workshop recently. And the first thing I wanted to do was something that I've been meaning to do for a long time, and that is to actually offer personalized laser engraving directly onto watch dials. So I've got a few examples here, and I think this process matches perfectly the Arabic theme because we do have sort of gifts from the UAE and Arabia, and Arabic script and Arabic dials I've always been a fan of. If you go into the gold souk in Dubai, you're probably going to find those Arabic name necklaces, for example, but I wanted to take it a step further, make it more open to men as well, for the gift sort of market, and of course own custom personalizations. This dial says Simon in Arabic on it. I can engrave literally anything you like on that dial and put it into one of these 4 custom cases, 2 bracelet options, and it's all powered by a Seiko NH35 movement. Now with the case options on offer, we do have some 36 size cases. This has the name Hannah written in Arabic as well. So this would make a perfect gift for your wife, your girlfriend, your family member, or perhaps a nice retirement gift from someone working in this region. Now, I will go over every dial's sort of engraving process. So this one had to be done a couple of times. Then I'll show you the black one as well. This was one of my favorite colors because this is like a charcoal kind of effect black. It's not fully black, it's also sunburst. This one says David in Arabic, and this is a good example of the color. It's not a white engraving, it's not paint or anything on the dial. We are literally cutting out the paint in that area with the laser super accurately, super quickly. As you've seen on the videos, it only takes about 2 or 3 seconds to complete the job, and we can get a really high definition image. You can obviously make them a bit bigger and a bit smaller, but I've found this somewhere in the region of 7mm across the top, where the logo would typically be. To have your own name there is a pretty cool feature. Last but not least, this is my wife's style actually. It says Jenny in Arabic on the top, and I love this script actually. I also love the color. This is like a rich maroon red color. So to start with, I'm going to offer, and here it is being cut by the way. To start with, I'm going to offer these dial colors. There may be a couple more. I think there is a silver and a gold version coming out soon, which I'll be able to use as well. They are all fitted on NH35 Seiko movements with Nautilus style hands, and these are some of my favorite hands, especially that second hand. It's quite prominent, it's got a large counterbalance there, and it just looks really classy. The other reason I wanted to standardize some of this stuff is because I've actually got a lot of case options, and there's enough customizability to make your own watch the right size with the right bracelet, the right style, and still fit one of these dials. In fact, you could even actually opt for a couple of different cases with the same dial and movement. Now, I'll talk you through the cases here quickly. We have a 36mm fluted bezel case. This is the one on my wife's watch. I will show you all of these combined, all put together on a variety of bracelets as well at the end of this video. And please, if you like what I'm doing, hit the like and subscribe button, because I'll be doing a ton of more tutorials and help videos on engraving dials in the future. But back to the case, we have a screw down crown, we have a flat sapphire crystal, we have a choice of bezels. So I have fluted and smooth, and the smooth bezel one kind of looks a bit like an Explorer style in 36. We have a choice of case backs, as you can see. The one in my left hand is a sapphire, slim sapphire case back, and on my right hand is a plain. I do intend to actually offer case back engraving as well as the dials soon enough as well. We also have a smooth bezel or a fluted one. The fluted bezel is really nice for a bit more of a flashy watch, and the smooth bezel just looks solid, especially on the Oyster bracelet, which I'll show you a bit later. So we have a couple cases in 36, really nice quality cases, 100 meters water resistance, sapphire crystals on the top, and of course surgical grade steel for the metal there. Same again, but 40 now. We have, obviously the cases are a bit bigger. I'll do you a side-by-side comparison once I've built the watches up, but we've got the same basic profile. These come in at around 12 millimeters thick, so they are slimmer than most of the Seiko Mod type watches you might see on my channel. So they are a really nice wearable size. If you've got a larger wrist like I do, the 40 would be the one for you. It's a bit of a more of a chunky fluted bezel, and still has the screw down crown, still has a 20 millimeter lug width if you want to customize your own straps in the future. Sapphire crystals on the front, the option to also have it on the back, and you'll see that on the finished watches. Now, before I start putting them together, here's a side-by-side view of the 36 and 40. I'm trying to hold them evenly away from the camera here. And you can see it is a nice couple set, actually. In fact, someone did once order a couple set, one for them and one for their partner, in the same exact style. And you could actually do that now with your own name engraved on the dial as well, or perhaps your partner's name. I actually made some groomsmen watches myself, and I'll show you a quick picture here for my own wedding. I invited my groomsmen out to Dubai for the wedding, and of course I had to give them a custom-made watch, and it was one of the nicest parts of their trip, actually receiving that and actually finding out that I do this, which I didn't really share with them before. Now, these are the fluted bezel cases. You can see the 40 has a slightly thicker fluted bezel, but it definitely still captures the light the same and twinkles under the lights. It looks gorgeous, especially on that Jubilee. So you would say these are the sort of Datejust style cases, and the other two are Explorer style. Either way, they look great with these dial combos with those hands. The bracelets, I'll just show you this example. These come from the 36 size case. They are slightly different for the 40. I'll explain that when they're on the watches, but these are all solid end links, solid links, milled clasps, and really nice quality and a good weight to them as well. If you do order a watch from my store, and by the way, my store is SVK Watches, these will be added very soon. I just need to set up the configurability, and I will show you how they actually look in a moment. You will also, if you get one, receive one of my real leather cases. As part of the packaging set, you get a 1 year's warranty. It's 100 meters water resistant, and all of them, of course, are checked on the time grapher and warranted by myself personally. Now let's check out the 4 watches. So here we go, guys. I've got all 4 watches ready to go. 36, 36, 40, and 40 in terms of case size. I will do a couple of wrist shots, but it's amazing how the dials just blend into the whole watch design once it's all put together. And don't forget, you can pick any style of case with any dial, and I could put this blue dial, for example, into this smaller case with the fluted bezel, or I could even swap these bracelets over, which I might do at the end. But either way, it is fully customizable to your requirement and with your own name engraved directly on the dial. So why wear someone else's name on your wrist? So here's the 36 millimeter fluted bezel version on the Jubilee bracelet. Really nice quality bracelet with a solid link, solid end links, and a milled clasp with a little bit of micro adjust. Now she has actually been wearing this watch, so if you see some little minor marks here and there, that's why. Inside is an NH35 movement, and I'll show you the operation on another model, but this looks fantastic. I just love how classy this looks and feels, and my wife loves it. Next up is the black dial. Now this is that charcoal dial I was talking about, and the engraving comes out really quite clearly because it is this slightly off-white color, similar to the loom on the hands actually. It is a really nice slender case, feels a bit like an Explorer or a Tudor Black Bay sort of style, but it honestly does feel as good as it looks. I'll just show you the operation, and the operation is the same for all of these. you can unscrew the screw down crown, wind it in the closed position or the first position, pull it all the way out to set your time, and then when you're ready to go and you want to set the date, for example, you just pull it to the second position and you can quick set the date as well. Now, there may be a version of this in the future where I will be able to do an Arabic date too. If you're interested in that, please let me know. But this is Seiko's dependable NH35, and all of these will be regulated to within 10 seconds a day when they leave me. So really nice quality overall case and bracelet. Again, this one's a little bit more solid because of the larger links. Screws for the links, same clasp, and this, you can't really go wrong with it. Now, if you're looking for something a bit brighter and a bit more flashy, the 40mm in that same fluted bezel and Jubilee bracelet combo looks really, really good. And we've got the bright green dial. Like I say, it's bright green in this bright light, and most lights day to day will be a little more subdued, but it is definitely the brightest style we've got here. Again, the engraving shows up nicely. You can, of course, choose to have different sizes, character lengths, etc. It is possible also to include engraving on the bottom. If you wanted some other elements on the dial, I can look into that for you. Please reach out to me. All my details are in the description, of course. Now, this one and the next one I'll show you on my wrist in a minute, but the overall fit and finish of everything is the same as it is on the 36. There's a slightly different bezel in terms of its thickness. The crown is a bit bigger, but it is the same screw down crown, 100 meters water resistance, and the choice to have a exhibition case back. Now, this is my favorite dial color, and it is even got my own name on it. This will be my own personal watch. And I've chose this case as well because, to me, I just wanted something that's a little bit special with that gorgeous blue dial, my own name in Arabic, and a otherwise plain and simple case, but a nice solid case as well. We've got a polished smooth bezel, otherwise the proportions are the same as the fluted one, and we've got this 3-link oyster style bracelet with female end links, interestingly, on the 40. That does allow it to be worn on a smaller wrist, which is why I picked this case combination of 36 and 40. I felt this would be the best suited to most people. But I absolutely love the colors on this dial and how that engraving pops on it as well. Let's have a look at the 40mm on my wrist. So guys, there you go. That's the 40mm watch on my 7 3/4 inch wrist. Now, I do have a large wrist and this fits it absolutely perfectly. In reality, it actually appears a little bit smaller than it does on the camera. So if your wrist is within sort of the 7-inch kind of range, then this would probably work for most of you. The lug to lug I will drop on the web link, but it does feel a bit smaller because of the female end link here. So it allows the bracelet to go straight down if you wanted the 40, but you had a smaller wrist. I may, though, suggest that you simply go for the 36, and you can kind of see the size difference there. I don't have anyone with a more average wrist here to show these off, but you are welcome to visit me here in Dubai and check them out in person too. Now, if you're looking to do an awesome wrist roll, then the Jubilee bracelet and fluted bezel combo must be for you. Love this dial color, love the fit and finish of this one as well. It wears the same on my wrist, but of course, this one is a little bit more flashy, perhaps more to be worn with a suit. But you can obviously change out the bracelet and you can select either the Jubilee or the Oyster bracelet on any case. So there's loads of customization options. For now, I'm sticking with the same dial options and hand options and seeing how we do with the Arabic names first, because that is a truly unique thing I've not seen anyone do before. If you're interested in any of these watches, guys, please let me know on svkwatches.ae. My own personal favorite has to be the blue dial, closely followed by the black. So these actual Explorer style mods, they just come out so nice. And if you get to feel them in person, you will know exactly what I mean. I'm willing to stand by that. I do offer a warranty. I do ship worldwide with DHL. You can request your own custom work, and please do Continue supporting me. Follow me on Instagram. That's at svkwatches.ae. My email and all the links you need are going to be in the description. So please subscribe, because I will show more details about my engraving processes when I'm able to. And thanks so much for watching, guys. Until next time, let me know what you think of these Arabic dials.